Okay, here's a quick one for you guys. I had a few questions over the week about artist-style presets for the XFX3, and I figured I would get started with one of my favorite artists ever, John Sykes. Absolutely love his playing on the Whitesnake 1987 album. That album was hugely influential on me for a lot of reasons, and also the first two Blue Murder albums I love. With the 1987 stuff, which is kind of the tone I'm going for here, he's got this like huge, thick, like, you know, multi-tracked rhythm sound, and he was using Mesa Mark II Coliseums. So what I've got going in the Axe 3 at the moment, I'm actually using the USA Lead Bright Plus, which is a really bright amp, so pairing it with kind of a thicker sounding impulse, I'm using one of the new knnMWCsPrS Ubercab impulses, which actually came out today, so that was kind of the inspiration for this video. I downloaded the impulses and started playing. I dialed this amp and I was like, man, this is kind of like a Sykes thing. So yeah, that's what we're doing. The other thing as well, you know, you want a Les Paul style guitar with a Gibson Dirty Fingers humbucker. I think that's a huge part of the tone, aside from, you know, obviously John's chops, which are insane. So let's just have a look at the rundown really quick. For the main rhythm and lead sound, it's the USA Lead Bright Plus. These are the settings. I haven't really done too much. Here is the output EQ. It's just a sort of gradual V. Obviously the knnMWCsPrS, and then I've got the low cut at 80, not touching anything else there. And I've got this, you know, part of that 80s sound is like hall reverb and chorus. Kind of, I suspect there was probably like some Yamaha SPX 90 or something similar to that happening. So emulating that with this chorus hall thing in the Axe 3, I've just turned the stereo width up to 100, mix at 12, and I turned the time down to 1.5 seconds. So let's have a listen to the straight up rhythm sound. I need to tune my guitar after that. We'll get to that in a second. So that's the rhythm sound. And then for the lead sound on scene 2, what I've done is kick in a little bit of dimension chorus with the mix at about 20% and a little bit of a stereo digital delay. I imagine they were using something like the Roland SDEs or maybe an Eventide for delay in the studio there. And then the amp input drive has been kicked up because I'm using a scene controller over here. Scene controller number 1, you can see there's just 3 scenes here, so I've just got it set to the input drive on all of them. Gain 100% up because it sounds like the gain's 100% up on the album. The guitar is absolutely filthy, but at the same time, John Sykes is the kind of guy I can imagine just walking up to an amp and going, gain 100%, give me all of it. So this is the lead sound. Oh my god, I had a sneezing fit in the middle of that. That's what John Sykes' guitar tone can do to you, right? Oh man. Anyway, what was I saying? I was getting carried away with the playing there. Yeah, as you can hear, it's... I mean, if anything on this scene, you might want to bring the bass up a little bit and the pre-EQ just to sort of give you a slightly thicker thing like this. kind of singing sustain, but you could also just use the tone pot on your guitar on the neck pickup. So go for that kind of dark neck pickup sound. And I think the bass balances out a bit better for the rhythm sound here. So that is that. I'm going to tune my guitar really quickly and we'll have a listen to the clean sound. Okay, here's the clean sound. There are a couple of things. We've got a studio compressor with the compression cranked. I'm using the USA Clean. Again, this would be like the clean channel of the Mark II. Output EQ set similarly, input EQ set similarly. There's nothing too special going on there. Same cab. I've now got the stereo tri-chorus on because that is just the gateway to 80s clean, and a little bit of digital stereo delay synced up as a quarter note. And same reverb again, so it's not too complicated. Like I said, it's an in the style of kind of patch, so I'm not really going for a specific tone, but something that I guess when I play it reminds me of John Sykes and Whitesnake. So he probably would have played all the stuff, all the clean parts with a Strat, but here it is on this Greco with the dirty fingers anyway. And there you go. I think that's kind of the Sykes sort of clean sound. So if you want to jam along to some Whitesnake, try this patch. Grab the Own Hammer Ubercab because I think it sounds really good for this kind of stuff. It's like a really bright amp going into a really dark impulse if you want to use an alternative impulse. But yeah, I've been jamming on this for the afternoon and I like it. So there's my in the style of John Sykes kind of preset. Where'd that lead scene go? I'll see you guys around next time. I'm just going to do a little bit of jamming for the outro.